Hello and welcome to Tabletop, and today I do a quick battle report. This is partially tutorial, partially inspiration for you so that you can maybe check out the minis and how the game would unfold. It is a beautiful game, it is a cool game. We enjoyed it very much and it's spreading like wildfire. At the beginning of this game, this is the first time I played, so I wasn't planning to do pictures, so at the beginning, or it's not a full battle report, it's not like every picture for every action. It is, I would say, a rough overview, and the rest I have to narrate, but I will show you what the minis do and how the game unfolds, and I think it should be a rather short battle report just to get a hang of the game and how it plays. So this is our beautiful board, and the cool thing about this is I would say 50% of this is our bold action terrain, the fields, the trees, and the new stuff is more or less the houses. This beautiful world tree, this house, and some smaller ones, and the rest, and this one, and the rest I think is everything from bold action. So in this game we play 1 versus 1 versus 1. It's Vikings versus Normans versus Saxons. My minis, I will tell you in a second about, like, they are not yet fully painted, as you can see, and Berkan's Vikings are amazing. The Victrix minis are just a great deal. I grabbed myself some wargames. Wait a second, Warlord Games, wargames factory minis. They were also okay, just for a start, because they had it at my local game store, and I already wanted to build something. And these ones are Mario's Normans. And yeah, let's get into the game and what happens. And everything. And Mario at the beginning of the game was asking himself, how is it possible that the city can burn and go up in flames? And yeah, we tried it out, and it can spread pretty fast, and fire claims a lot of lives. So don't play with fire unless you want to claim a lot of lives. So it's a 6-inch deployment for each one. Like, I deploy here my Anglo-Saxons. So I brought a Huskarl with a support, with a spearman. Usually I don't split my forces, but we didn't want to squeeze Berkan in the middle. So we're kind of trying to not play 2v1, but play 1 versus 1 versus 1. So I brought a warlord, my chieftain here, with a spear support. I brought an archer and a couple of dudes with spears, some with swords. Every swordsman got a support from a spearman. As you can see, my Huskarl gets supported by this levy, and this guy, yeah. So pretty much everything has a support. And Berkan brought 1 berserker with a hand weapon. His chieftain has a Dane axe, then another guy with a Dane axe. The Dane axes strike last unless you charge in. Then he brought Helgi, his trusty hornblower. The hornblower gives everybody within 6 inches a 2-inch movement bubble, but he doesn't move faster, so he moves still. I would say he has full armor or some armor. It depends if you count the shield on his back, but he moves like 7 inches or 6 inches. And Berkan is forming a shield wall here because he's afraid of the Norman archers or crossbowmen, and I have archers with me, so he's forming a shield wall. You need 5 guys in a straight line with shields. This one has a shield, this one has a shield, this one has a shield, to form a shield wall. And the shield wall gives you +1 to your armor save, so this one goes from full armor, a 4-up armor save, to a 3-up armor save. This one goes from some armor to full armor, and this one goes also to a 3-up. And if you support the first row with a second row, so this one supports this guy. Some guys are base to base, so this one gets an even stronger armor save. So you can get +1 to armor, and if you have a second row, you get another +1 to armor. So you get a Terminator save of 2+. I'm trying to shoot with my archers, but the archer has to check if he shoots over an obstacle. If he can get over the obstacle on a 1, 2, 3, the arrow can't pass the obstacle, and on a 4-up he passes the obstacle, and then you have to see if you hit. If you don't move your archer, you can get 2 hits with them. Here's a javelin thrower, and for my chieftain I took a skill which is Thane, and this guy is his bodyguard. For 15 point, this guy will, as long as this guy is within 2 inches of my chieftain ignores the first wound. Yeah. And so the shield wall moves up a little bit, and they try to consolidate towards my edge, towards the Anglo-Saxons, and towards the rear they are trying to keep away the Norman crossbows with their Viking crossbows. As you can see, the berserker already saw somebody. I hop over the wall, and at this fireplace here, I grab a torch, and these pin markers for bolt action, we use them as torches if they are up and on the man. This guy is carrying a torch, and I use my movement from the Huskarl, so I moved them up to the fireplace. Then I activated my Huskarl for the 6-inch free movement at the end of the phase, and we hopped over the wall away from them. And my plan is to go here and put the houses on fire, so that the way the Vikings can attack me is narrow. And we will come also to what fire does. So my crossbowman was shooting at this Breton horse rider, and it is fully armored. And for retaliation, and I think the only one he could charge was this guy, and so he charged it. Although maybe I would have gone for the Dane axe. I don't know, maybe these moved up after the movement phase. But he charges into the archer, but as you can see, this guy will be in a lot of trouble in a second. I don't know why Mario charged this guy. I think it was the only one he could see from up here, and so he had to charge my archer. And the horse gives +1. No, if you charge and this guy charged in, you get +1 to hit. And because he is heavy on the horse, or the horse is a big target, he takes away 1 of my defense. And this guy has armor and a shield, so I get a 4-up, but because the horse, the impact is so hard, I get just a 5-up armor save. But my Huskarl is here, supported by a spearman, and I have another 2 guys here, but some Normans are storming towards these guys. So I charge in with my Dane axe and with my spear, and on a 1 to 3 you're hitting the horse, and on a 4 to 6 you're hitting the rider, and I hit the horse. I think my Huskarl, he would hit on a 3, but I rolled a 2, so I don't get it, and this guy kills the horse with a spear. The spear, I think, gets +1 to hit if he's hitting a horse, because the horse is a large target and he has a spear. And then this guy is now on foot, and as you can see, on a 4-up I managed to set the building on fire. And should you not be able to set the house on fire on a 4-up, I think on the next turn you will be able on a 3-up and then on a 2-up. So it's getting more likelier. And here with my javelin, I'm trying to throw a javelin around here to the Vikings, but I can't quite make it. And now this house is on fire, and in the fire phase, which is the last phase of the round. You can see if fire spreads, and on a 6 up it spreads to other terrain pieces, and everything that is within 2 inches of the fire has to take a fire test. And on a 5 up, that figure is just destroyed. No life points lost, the figure is just destroyed, as far as we're playing the rules right. So I think Mario rolls a 5 up for this guy, I roll a 5 up for this guy, and they're immediately destroyed, while these guys are battling it out. And yeah, we're fighting in the fire, and it's pretty harsh so far. In the middle, the Norman chief or chef or war boss runs up and gets charged by the Viking boss or chieftain, and the chieftain did benefit from the hornblower, so this guy has a movement of 7 inches, but because the hornblower was nearby, he gets a 9-inch move. And then I think he rolled a 6, which gives him 3 inches more for the charge, and he charges and crashes right into the Norman and has 2 attacks with his Dane axe, hitting on 2s, no strike last, and does AP -1, so he takes 1 armor away from this guy. This guy would usually have a 4 up, goes now to a 5 up, 4 up because he has a shield and armor, so he goes, and yeah. And I think he takes a wound or 2. And the Norman warlord also took the trait that he is very strong. So this guy has 4 life points and this guy has 3 life points. And here we're battling it out. As you can see, everything is burning. The good thing on this side is also that the Vikings cannot close in. Like he could charge, but if he would stand here, he would have, I guess his chieftain is standing here. No, wait, is standing here. He wanted to charge my chief, but then he went all the way to this round. And the fire kept the guy away from me, because would he have stood here, I would not fight in the fire, but he would fight near the fire, and he could just die like that. So fire kept me safe. And as you can see right now, here the Vikings are battling the Normans. The Normans came all the way around here fighting the Vikings. The Vikings are fighting my forces on this side, and here my forces are fighting the Normans, and in the middle they're fighting their epic battle. And here his spearman is fighting my archer, but he doesn't hit it. Spears, I think, hit on a 5 up, I think on a 4 or on a 5 up. It depends what you're striking against. My chieftain will charge in a second into his berserker, and my Huskarl is fighting his berserker, but because the Huskarl has a Dane axe, he strikes last, and I think the berserker hits with one of his attacks. And against the berserker you have no armor saves, and so my 60-point Huskarl is dead, I think. And he was supported by the spearman, and the spearman then has to charge into the berserker. And I think I might have forgotten that this guy was supported, so this guy would hit me on 4s, but because this guy is supported by a spearman, this guy hits me only on 5s. But it could be that he hits me on 1-5. So it's always good to support your key players with maybe a spear, and also to keep them to block your key players so that they can charge in first if they have Dane axes or things that strike last. This guy sets this house on fire, and it will be important because it kind of creates a safety zone for me and Mario. With this guy sets this on fire, and as you can see now, the half of the village is burning, and 2 fronts here. The Vikings are fighting, here the Normans are fighting, and here the Vikings and the Normans are not sure what they are supposed to do. Who wants to charge first? I guess here there is a shield wall, So if it charges into the shield wall, I think they have one defensive stat better. But yeah, something needs to happen, and this Norman sets this on fire, and it will have grave consequences. So here my chieftain charges into the berserker. This guy charges into this one. I wanted to support my chieftain, but then this guy maybe could support the berserker, so I chose to go with this guy also into melee, so that they had to fight it out, and they had to fight it out. And this guy who torched the building is now coming over to help out. And here a big melee ensues, so the Normans charge in with everything they have. Not every Viking can reach here because it's pretty full, as you can see, but this Norman charges this guy, supported by a spearman. This guy charges this guy charges this guy, supported by a spearman, but they are fighting within 2 inches of the fire. So at the end of this phase, on a 5 up, whatever standing within 2 inches of this of the flames will just die. And here I keep my distance 2 inches away from the house, and we're fighting here. I think these 2 spearmans will unfortunately kill each other, and I will just take 1 wound of this guy, and he will maybe take 1 wound of this guy. And as you can see, a second ago a couple of people were standing here. Some died through battle, the rest died through the fire. I would say 3 guys took a 5 up roll and just died immediately in the fire. And here you can see, this is my kill count. We played for kill points, so I have 6 kill points. Mario has 7 kill points with his Normans, and Berkan right now has just 5 kill points with his Vikings. So Mario is leading, and we're just battling it out. I'm bringing this guy over. I want to charge into the berserker. Again, you cannot charge over obstacles. Next game maybe I bring the trait that I can charge over obstacles. I think it is a really good trait. And my guy is trying to kill this guy, but I don't know, it's hard to hit. And here on this flank, the Normans lose all their guys, either to battle with my guys or due to fires, and my guy with an axe and a shield is the last man standing. And here these guys are really slugging it out. Berkan brought his boss with a Dane axe, which is really brutal, 2 attacks, hitting on 3 ups but striking last. But if this guy manages to charge, he's hitting on 2 ups and you get brutal beatings. But in this melee, in the second round, it's he strikes first and then this guy strikes. But I don't know, maybe not such a bad idea to bring a Dane axe with your boss, because like he can tank a lot of wounds and he can dish out a lot of damage. But yeah, needs to be seen. And one of the last battles, a Norman knight fighting some Vikings here, and this guy supported. This guy is coming from the backside, and here the Vikings also are slaying some Normans. Again, here at the end of the fire phase, some people might die, and this is how the battlefield looks right now. Epic battle in the middle, and I think we reached round number 8. So we were playing for 8 rounds. You need only 2 dice most of the game. And yeah, I think this is where the game then ends. I got the berserker on 1 wound. These guys didn't do nothing to each other. And I think this guy has 1 last wound. Both have just one remaining wound. My guy that was standing here, closing in here, 1 Norman crossbowman standing here. And Berkan manages to kill 2 guys more, and he wins the game with the Vikings, because I guess he has 7 or 8 kill points. I have 6 and Mario is 7. But the most important thing of this game was that everybody had tons of fun, and I'm really pumped to get my Victrix minis and to paint up my Warlord minis, which are Wargames Factory. And yeah, it's a great game. What else can I say? I hope you enjoyed this short quasi battle report, and we see us in the next video. See ya.